Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to the first ever episode of You Don't Need a Hamster.
You need a therapist. No, I think you should say you don't need a hamster. I should say you need a therapist. Okay, go again.
Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first ever episode of You Don't Need a Hamster.
You need a therapist. Oh, that felt good.
We are back, Millie, and if you're coming for the first time, then hello. I'm
Save
Millie.
yourself.
No, those of you who are new here, I am Millie.
And I'm Hannah.
Two girls in our 20s.
I'm a woman.
She's a woman now. I mean, yeah.
I'm a woman.
She's a woman. Hannah's old and I am young.
I have a frontal lobe and I know how to cook a bagel. And Millie doesn't.
That was a whole adventure this morning.
But we are back. But it's different because before I was control freak of the century. And now I've handed over these reins to Millie. But I'm actually really chill about it. So it's good.
It was Hannah's suggestion. I'm not like...
Yeah, it fully was my suggestion. I was like, you know what, Millie? It's time for you to be like a little egg and spring into a chicken. And one day, into a chick. And one day you can be a chicken like me.
One day when my frontal lobe has developed.
Yeah, you've got 4 years, though, for the frontal lobe.
This is Hannah's new obsession, and I think we will do a whole episode on it.
Yeah, but actually, first of all, I need to read a book about it. Oh, do you want to record it today? That's awkward. I can't read a book between now and today. That's fine. All right, carry on. Continue.
Okay.
So Millie's taken over to podcast. But I feel like we need an accent differentiation. That everyone loves a little accent differentiation. I'm going to be more northern. You need to be more southern. Okay?
I can't go in. I don't think I can go much more southern.
No, actually, because if you went anymore, it would be like RP, and that would be like.
And I'm not
fake.
related to
the Queen. All right. No, sorry. Carry on.
I don't even know where we are anymore.
Well, no, because you're
okay.
Millie, you're in charge. I've left.
Oh, that went into the red zone then. I just want to let you know.
The carers are coming for next door. They so dead.
Okay.
The window is open.
Anyway.
Sorry, carry on.
The window is open.
Fresh
air.
You
can hear the birds chirping. So yeah, I am at the helm of this ship.
Titanic.
It's not Titanic. That would have been a good musical to go and see.
Yeah.
I'm trying to convince Hannah to go and see Titanic because I think it is our sense of humour, and I think
instead we went to go and see Starlight Express.
Which was a spectacle, and the performers in that
are very, very physically fit.
Are unreally
fit, physically.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I just don't. Anyway, we're not here to review Starlight Express. It's an interesting show. It's about trains. Basically, imagine Chuggington Live.
Yeah, Chuggington Live. It was exactly the vibes it was giving. But basically...
So, for those of you who have joined us from Monday Mornings with Millie, which was
Okay.
Sorry,
I don't know why I said that.
I'm going to have to confiscate the microphone off of Hannah at this point. For those of you who have joined us from Monday Mornings with Millie, which was a segment of Hannah's podcast, No Longer Legally Detained, this is
brand new. Brand spanking new.
Brand new. I mean, it's still us. We'll still be chatting the same nonsense, really. Yeah, I've gone more PG. You know, so when we were under No Longer Legally Detained and we were under Hannah's brand of Legally Detained, I wasn't allowed to swear.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, do you see the stress that I had, Millie? When you were that reel that we made where you were just pissing around eating a load of Pringles and I was like absolutely stressing my tits off. And do you now see what happens when you're in charge and your name's on the line? Do you understand the pressure you put yourself under?
I actually am feeling remarkably not very much pressure. And
well,
also,
I mean,
I can't lie. I'm being very. If you saw the outtakes of this podcast,
feral. No, but I think the thing is that's why we changed it though. That's why we stopped, because the thing was Legally Detained had a certain branding which came with like my professional portfolio / what? I don't know the word portfolio. I can't think of a better word though.
No, it came with your like professional
life,
name
and
and
that
professional
was
life under it.
And like it was a one way, whereas we think that I don't know. We want. Sorry, I'm having a stroke. We want it to be more us.
Yeah, I mean, we always wanted to do one that's just like fun.
Yeah,
and I think Monday Mornings with Millie got a little bit unfun towards the end.
Unfun, and also it was just messy because there were two brands going on there. Yeah. And if you do ever do any brand marketing, you know that it's very important to keep your brand very strong. And we were verging. There was too much. We were throwing the kitchen sink at it, and that's Wonder One brand. Oh, I've got a notification from LinkedIn.
It's a little bit awkward, isn't it?
But we're here, so we're starting with Millie. Yeah. So, Millie, what do you hope?
So this is my podcast.
Oh, sorry. So I was turning the tables because it was the first episode. I thought I was going to ask you some questions.
You can't turn the tables.
Yeah,
in
I
the
can't.
First episode, because then the tables haven't even been set yet. You don't even set the table for it to be turned.
Sorry, Millie.
So Hannah.
Yes.
Who are you? No, should we?
I have a hardened frontal lobe.
Yeah. No. Okay. Jesus Christ! Do you see what I have to put up with? How many times is she going to tell me that her frontal lobe's been developed?
No, are we
multiple times? Anything I do wrong.
Right. Sorry. Should we start with the bagel this morning and then see what the people think?
No, I microwaved a bagel. It was frozen and I microwaved it probably for too long.
No. She didn't.
No, I did microwave it for too long.
Yeah, well, you did, but no, you didn't actually, because I microwaved mine for 2 minutes. But
you defrosted. You didn't microwave it. You defrosted it.
Yeah, so if you'd press the defrost button and then the 2 minutes, your bagel would have been lovely and spongy like mine was. Instead, yours was like a massive crouton, as what she called it.
It was lovely, actually.
And I asked if
one side was like a crouton, the other side was just quite chewy, actually. Anyway, we're not here to talk about
sensory overload.
It is not going to be a podcast about bagels or, much to Hannah's dismay, fully formed frontal lobes. Hannah, for our new listeners and listeners of old, give me a bit of background about you, and I think we should do a little life update for those, because lordy lord. The last episode...
I'm assuming you're going to be clicking the content thing on. Are you putting this podcast on, or is Lily doing it?
Lily.
She needs to put the explicit content thing on.
Okay. Right. You didn't see that. I just gave Hannah a little thumbs up. Anyway, she's got derailed, so let's try again. So, Hannah, for our listeners, new and of old,
put that in our recycling, I swear to Christ. No, she's not, cheeky bitch.
Lordy.
Can't carry on.
Sorry, there's neighbour wars going on. So for the 5th time. So, Hannah, I'm going to have to shut the blinds in a second.
Sorry, I'm really sorry.
I know you've got ADHD, but come on.
I'm a little bit cold. I might shut that window in a minute, but...
Would you like me to shut it? Right, I tell you what. Okay.
I'm ready. No, I'm ready. I'm actually ready now. I'm actually ready.
You give us the update and I'll shut the window. Tell the people what they want to know.
Hello, I'm Hannah. I am 24 years old and I am a creative activist. Sorry, I'm just watching Millie shut a window and it's actually quite distressing.
What do you want me to do?
Oh, perfect. Love it. No, don't do too much to the window because it's probably a bit mouldy. Renting life. Oh gosh. The old lady's out.
Right, stop looking at the old lady.
Sorry. Right. Hello, my name's Hannah. I'm 24 years old. They don't really need my age, do they?
No.
They might try and impersonate me. Hello, my name's Hannah. Hello.
For fuck's sake, am I gonna have to get that last one as well?
Yeah. I can't help it. I've actually got so much ADHD. Right, hi.
I've just had to barricade ourselves into the room so that Hannah doesn't get distracted by the old lady outside. Probably the cat would have come and joined us if the door was open.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Right, I'm Hannah. Me and Millie met at Mount View last year doing a foundation in musical theatre. I currently am doing another course called Inclusive Performance. I'm a creative activist. I get to combine my two favourite things in the whole entire world, creativity and fighting for social justice, and it's really fun. I am a actor, singer, dancer, musician, facilitator, legend.
It's giving. What crafts do you do? Junk journaling, bullet journaling, crochet.
Yeah, do you want to know how many instruments I play? I think I play 10. Should we count? Flute, saxophone, clarinet, violin, piano, descant recorder, alto/treble recorder, harmonica, egg shaker.
Egg shaker doesn't count.
Egg shaker. No, it does, because actually that's really, really disrespectful to all of the people at my uni who percussion's actually a thing. You do not, to actually be a good percussionist, because seriously, like, percussion's not my thing. And I really had to get into that egg shaking. Anyway, I'm on 9, egg shaker. I've got the electric violin. I used to play the cello, but I'm too poverty to have a cello. Literally first world problems completely. But most of my instruments I've got, like, gifted. From like... Go and cut that, please. I love...
I'm going to cut all of this, Hannah.
Why?
No, I'm not.
It's my personality. I have a child called Teddy.
No, you don't have a child.
I do.
Oh my god, Hannah.
I have a child. Come on, are you denying him?
No, okay.
Are you denying him?
Teddy is
my child.
Yeah, your child, but Teddy is also a bear.
Child.
A child, but your emotional support bear.
Child.
Yeah, but let's just clarify.
Do you want to know anything else about me then? I spent 5 years in and out of psychiatric inpatient unit.
Yeah, that's probably actually quite a big one.
Maybe should go back.
No,
trauma.
Yeah. Okay, so that's Hannah.
What about you then? So I'm not
allowed
to ask questions.
No, you are allowed to ask that question.
Okay, good.
Well done. The thing is, you've got a really well rehearsed.
Yeah, but that was well rehearsed. That was absolutely shite.
No, it wasn't. You started off really well, and then you went, let me tell you how many instruments I can play.
Yeah, because I like my instruments.
I know you do.
I've not played them recently. I had a trauma experience around my instruments, and I've not played. But I'm going to play it for you in a minute. For the pod.
Wow. Okay. I'm Millie.
Molly Mandy. Oh, Finch wants to know if I've taken my fluoxetine. I have.
I'm going to have to take the phone off her.
No, sorry. I'm going to log that I take my fluoxetine for Finch. Come on, right.
Finch. I don't know who I am.
Right, then to be fair, and that is actually why we're here for this podcast, because Millie is basically having a large existential identity crisis, which is why we are here. And why she's had to take over the podcast, because she needs a purpose in life to stop her from having a breakdown.
That's actually untrue.
Tell me that's untrue. Okay. Tell me that's untrue. Go on. Tell me.
I'm Millie. I am...
pregnant.
No. God, don't give Jill a heart attack.
Sorry.
I am...
an icon.
An icon, legend. I didn't take the other day when I was at my old theatre school, because I'm working there now.
So it's not your old theatre school, it's your place of work.
My place. Yeah,
your job.
It's both, isn't it? I was at my place of work then, fine, but my place of work is my old theatre school, and I was saying, "Can I get a fancy name in the programme?" And they said, "What kind of name do you want?" And I said, "Big Little Icon."
Iconic.
And they said no. They laughed, but they said no.
That's rude, isn't it?
I'm production assistant. Anyway, well, there we are. That's something. I am an actor, musical theatre person.
I don't know why I don't actually even class myself as an actor. I don't know why I said that in my thing, but I suppose I kind of am, because I kind of do.
Actor, dancer, singer. She's a triple threat.
Quadruple, actually, because we had the musical instruments, which are separate. Thank you. I'm actually really not up myself. It's funny. But you have to be able to say the things you're good at.
I know. But like, I don't know. Okay,
Basically,
well, I'm Millie, and I'm in quite a period of
confusion,
confusion,
gender.
and just like finding myself. So I don't really have an introduction for you.
And that is okay, because actually I think everyone in life thinks you have to have it sorted, don't you? But you don't have to have it sorted.
No.
That's what we're here to tell you.
Exactly.
Because quite frankly, basically, when this podcast started, obviously we started together, but the quote of this podcast is you don't need a hamster, you need a therapist, because Millie asked her mother, Jill, and said, Jill, can I have a hamster? And
I was really obsessed last year with getting...
Jill was like, no, you need a therapist, not a hamster.
Because I really wanted an emotional support
hamster. Which I think, can we all just take a moment? I mean, I really want an emotional support dog, and that is actually one of my goals, and I'm going to put it in my bullet journal.
Yeah, you're allergic to dogs, though.
Not the point. Whereas, but an emotional support hamster, you can't squeeze that, it'll die.
I'm not going to squeeze it.
I know, but just
saying. Just, like, because...
You should get an emotional support child like me.
Right, anyway. Yeah.
Basically, what we're here to do, everybody, is we're going to basically support Millie through this podcast.
No, we're not supporting me through this podcast.
We are.
No, this is not for me. Well, it's for us. That's the thing. Primarily, this podcast is us having a bit of fun, and I hope you enjoy it too. But yes, I'm in a bit of a period of change, and I've had to take the microphone off of Hannah because she keeps making inappropriate comments. But no, I'm in quite a period of change and rediscovery and just weird. I don't know. I'm just in a weird period of my life. So if you can relate, brilliant. Listen along because you can be on this journey with me. But I don't have a fancy introduction like Hannah. So, yeah. Right, she can have the microphone back because she's not going to say
hello.
So, yeah. Should we do life updates for those of our...
Yeah, I think we should start with your life update because it's actually... I mean, my life update is that my frontal lobe's formed. That's it, really.
Yeah,
boring.
As we've said, a whole podcast episode.
There we go. So I think from anyone who is listening from Monday Mornings with Millie, obviously you were a drama school student, and I do feel like we maybe need to address the elephant in the room.
I dropped out.
Legend!
We're
really proud of her for making the decision that worked, not work. Wait,
the decision that,
was right for her.
Yeah. No, I'm very proud of myself because I know a few years ago I wouldn't. Teddy's clapping me. Hell yeah, he is. I know a year or two ago I wouldn't have been. Like, I wouldn't have had the guts to say, like, do you know what, this isn't working for me, and I need to step away and prioritize myself.
Very mature, very demure.
So yeah, I'm proud. I feel, there's
we're
probably
proud
more
too
to discuss. Yeah,
maybe that's an episode in itself, really.
Yeah, and also like, I don't know, because I guess the thing to say is different places work for different people and different processes work for different people.
And it's nothing against the place you were at.
No.
That's the first thing.
Yes.
Or the people that were there.
No, because...
And that's the mature realising of, like, that there doesn't have to be a blame or a fault necessarily.
No.
And that actually, just because something doesn't work for one person doesn't mean that it's a bad place or it's a bad thing. And I think that's the thing with, especially with drama schools, is when, when you hear, especially like older people speak about, like, the fact that they went somewhere and they just didn't get the vibe and they didn't like it. And I think there is that's such a mature thing to be able to go, actually, like, this just doesn't work for me as a person, and that doesn't have to be against anything.
Yeah. I think
we're all individuals.
I think there was loads of people who, obviously I've still got friends on the course and they are loving it and having a great time, and I'm really, really happy for them. But at the end of the day, it was not the place for me, and I was really quite unhappy. And actually coming away and now being like a month or two on, I'm very happy and content with life,
Yeah.
which
And
surprised me.
you were not happy.
And I wasn't happy.
And life is too short to
do 3 years.
be that unhappy.
Yeah. And I kept saying, like, oh, I'll just hold in for a bit more time. Like, I'll hold on till the end of the year, or I'll just hold on and do it because at the end you get a degree. At the end of the day, the degree was not worth 3 years of me being unhappy.
And there is actually no point. And I think that is something we'll probably talk about later on in a different episode. But like, yeah, there are certain things that you have to suck up and get on with. Absolutely. That's not to say there isn't. But also, we all just need to get a little bit of life perspective that there are some things that you don't need to suck up and get on with. And that is one of them.
Yeah.
Because that's just ridiculous.
Yeah. But there's no tea. There's no... well, the tea is I chopped all my hair off, but...
yeah, that is tea.
That is tea. We might actually talk about that. No, we probably won't, though.
Well, I think maybe a bit further when you're a little bit detached. I mean, it might be helpful.
When we've got to the light at the end of the tunnel.
Awful. But I think, probably... I mean, I imagine a lot of people can relate to that point. Getting to that point. And obviously, like, it's less than ideal to then hack at your head with your hair. But obviously then, it's better than other options. So,
yeah,
hair grows back, your life doesn't.
We'll unpack it, but
once you've had therapy with an actual therapist, not a hamster.
Yeah,
but you're also better now.
When we're all a little bit further away from it. Yeah, I'm a lot better.
Mainly the family, I think. Let's just give Jill a bit of time.
Yeah, because it was a lot.
Yeah,
but yeah. I mean, that all sounds very dramatic, and it's not. Like, I mean, it was quite dramatic.
It was quite dramatic. I can't lie to you. It was quite dramatic.
It was quite dramatic. It was quite traumatic. But we're out now. We're out the other side. There were learning, as Andrew Lloyd Webber wrote, a light at the end of the tunnel.
And there's things we can learn and we can impart and we can take forward. And the most important thing is learning from things that have happened and growing and developing as people, blossoming like flowers.
And I'm on a real journey of
self-discovery
and learning at the moment, doing lots of really fun and exciting things now, which actually, that's the other thing.
Getting out of the sausage factory.
Getting out of the sausage factory.
Yeah, you were going to say no, but then you were like, it's true, so I can't say no.
And going and seeing, and also just seeing what else is out there. And that is not by any means saying I am giving up acting, because I am not.
It's the opposite, actually, because I think if you'd carried on there, you would have probably given up acting, actually, because for you, and that's nothing to do with anyone else, but for you as a person, you lost your love of the craft, and actually just
a little bit
going,
it just felt like a bit of a chore, really.
Yeah, I think that's especially with like artistic learning and like creative crafts.
Yeah,
you have got to like keep that love, and I think going and doing it at a drama school is not going to be for everybody.
No,
and actually not like, and that's okay.
Yep,
and we're lucky that in this craft you don't have to have that education. Yeah. Whereas, like, obviously, if you're going to be a doctor, you need it because, like, oh my god, like,
hopefully
nobody wants like a rogue, like, self-taught doctor or like does it in a different way. Like, no, thank you. But the best part about like the arts is that while there are still absolutely skills, you can get those skills in lots of different ways, which is great, and it means that everyone's learning style can be like caught on with.
I also think, and here's a little nod to the what I like to call geriatric students.
Geriatric? Is that old?
Yeah.
Okay.
For the older students out there, because drama school is tough to get into, and so if it's taking you more than 1 year, first of all, that's normal. Second of all, if I was my 18-year-old self going into that course, I mean, it's difficult to say I would have, because I might have enjoyed it a lot more because I was a slightly different person back then. But if I was my 18-year-old self and I felt the way that I felt, there is no world in which I would have been able to walk away. So actually, you know, being an older student.
Sorry, the computer got bored of that.
The computer got absolutely bored. Being an older student is not a bad thing. It never was. It shouldn't be. And if anyone's telling you to give up, just tell them to
suck there.
Well, welcome. I hope you enjoy.
What's this episode called? You don't need a hamster, you need a podcast. Does that need to be linked into this conversation?
You need this podcast.
You need this podcast.
No, we don't need to link it in. We don't need to link the titles in.
Okay, I was just asking.
I don't think so.
It's you, darling.
I know. No, I'm saying no.
Okay, cool.
Because I think if we went, you need this podcast, it would be a bit cringe.
Yeah, it would. That's okay.
But yeah, welcome. We hope you've enjoyed this episode. Come back. We'll be here every Monday with Be the Change Network. And we'll see you next week.
Bye!
Bye!